I'm Hope Lynes, here today for the Student Music Network. We're at Rise Festival on Northumbria campus in Newcastle. Now, Rise is an alternative night out in Newcastle, regular night out, loads of metal and alternative music. We've got some awesome acts today. We've got Frank Carter The Rattlesnakes headlining, we've got Cassius, we've got Boston Manners, we've got Creeper, we've got loads of acts, with some local acts as well. So we're going to go and check them out.
Today's got really like chaotic vibes.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
I think it's because it's just got, like, if you don't know what Rise is, in Newcastle, it's this alternative night out that we have like every week.
Alright, so
that's what that is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we're a nightclub, but I'm not part of it, I don't know why I'm saying we. It is a nightclub and it's full of metal goths, it's basically just goth central, and I feel like putting them all in one room today for 12 hours is just causing chaos.
I must admit, like, I'm loving every of the fashion. I'm loving everyone's outfits.
Isn't it? Everyone's expressing themselves.
I love it.
Awesome.
Like, it's just, it's very, very exciting.
I feel like I don't really fit in.
No, you
do. It's fully styled. Let's talk new album, Nula, coming out in October. I would say as a band, it's very hard to define a genre. You kind of span everything in terms of alternative.
That's cool.
So what would you describe the new album as, if you can, without giving away too many spoilers?
It's a jazz album.
Surprise!
I think we've went extreme with the pop, and I think we've went extreme with the rock and the riffs.
It's blending it together.
And I think we've added a really lovely cinematic sort of synthesizer, sort of synth like wave through it all.
Yeah, it's like pop rock movie soundtrack.
Yes,
I love
sci-fi movie.
Sci-fi movie soundtrack. But pop.
When you make songs sound like, thank you for being the camera person.
That's fine.
I'm terrible at it.
Do you know what? We've actually done enough. I get it. I totally get it. It's cool. It's fine.
I love songs that sound like they should be on a movie soundtrack. Like, so what movie soundtrack would it be? I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, I mean, I know Jeannie's answer for that.
There it is. Sorry.
Big Paul.
Well, actually, like, I've written a kind of graphic novel to go with the whole album.
Oh, so it's your movie?
Well, that would be amazing. Like, let's fucking go. Ridley Scott.
So what is your graphic novel about? What's it about?
Well, it's about Nula as an alien that was kidnapped from Mars.
And that's like the theme of the album?
Yeah. It's got a kind of concept to it, but so it's sort of evolved around that sort of story in Nula, but it's kind of based in the future, and there's a colony ships going to Mars for the first time. Nula's on the ship, and it's about empowerment, strength.
It's funny actually, because we were talking about this in another interview we did, Burn It Down, Pokeball, where it's like the album is like a concept album, but the context of the story is there's not a lot actually within the songs.
Not in the album.
So the comic's like a, what do you call it? It's like a sub.
Yeah,
it's like a sub. It's like an add-on kind of thing. Does that make sense? Like,
exactly. Like it's
with as December Falls, and you are very DIY, do it all yourself, no labels, no managers, no press, which I think is awesome. It's very hard to get hold of you. I was like, how do I come to these for an interview? But it's the beauty of it.
We live in a cave. We don't really come out.
Well, it's the true essence of punk, and is that important to like you and your sound? Is that what you want your band to be about?
I think so. To be honest, it was more. I don't think we actually chose to be as DIY as we are. It's not like we start, obviously I'm wearing a fucking Sex Pistols. Can I swear, by the way?
Sorry. We can always cut it out.
Excellent.
Obviously
I'm wearing a Sex Pistols t-shirt, but we know it was never like an ethical thing for us. It was just a case of we had to put music out ourselves because no one else would put it out for us. And then as we developed, got more fans, got bigger, started selling out tours, had all these labels and industry people, come knocking, and every deal just sucks.
Yeah.
Like the industry.
And you've been doing it yourself.
It's full of sharks. Yeah. So like literally now it's like it's really funny. Like we've ended up basically being like the face of this kind of like fuck the industry movement without even trying. Like, it was never something we planned. It was just a case of
it happened accidentally.
Yeah.
But then the more we developed our own fan base and did everything ourselves,
the more we hate industry.
Yeah, because then when people do come and they're like, oh, we want to give you this, but
you know how
say,
easy it is to do it yourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, not easy, but just how much more worthwhile it is.
Yeah,
and
like
the work in. And
Yeah.
Because if you think, if you're signing a label deal, if you're giving someone 50%, that's 50% of your business. That's 50% of what you guys could be taking home, putting back into the band yourself, and
it's the worst business loan you could ever take.
yeah, it's really terrible.
If you took the music,
it's just some inspiration to the bands out there. Like, do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
If you took what the music industry does and applied it to any other business in the world, like, they just look at you horrified. It doesn't happen anywhere else. You know, even Dragon's Den are better terms than the shit you get in the music industry. Like,
so
honestly,
you should go on Dragon's Den, and you should
mate,
pick your band and hope
you're going to do better than getting signed to a major. Absolutely.
I saw that. You know, Alex Holcomb is
Yes.
doing Radio 1
Yeah.
and she put you on introducing.
Yeah.
How did that feel to be your first ever Radio 1 play?
It was amazing.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so random as well how it
So
came
random.
about. Like, didn't she just drop you a message
Yeah,
and say,
so
hey?
Oh, you're on Radio 1 by the way.
yeah,
Literally,
that's
literally,
literally the
that's
message.
exactly
That's
what
exactly the
happened.
message. No, so we released a song called Go Away back in April, and it was our first single after the last album, Happier. And we submitted it to BBC Introducing, and again, for any bands who are like brand new on the scene, always submit your stuff to BBC Introducing, because they actually do listen to like new bands, and
Especially now the rock ones there, because
Yeah,
it's got
absolutely.
a whole defined place for it.
Yeah, and so BBC Introducing has always been really great for us. Like, they play all our music. Nottingham, as like the BBC Radio Nottingham, has been really supportive of us since day one, which has been great. And then we got an email like 3 weeks ago saying, oh, Alex has listened to your song, because they send you emails like that, and it's like, no guarantee you're going to get played, but she has listened to it. I was like, that's bizarre. This is like 6 months after we released the track. And then she just dropped us an Instagram message on Monday. She was like, oh, by the way, you're going to get played on BBC Radio 1 tonight, so if you want to drop
That's
it.
very bizarre.
Yes, right. I literally opened the message like, that's not legit. Like, there's going to be some
This is a spam account that's like,
absolutely.
click here and you'll get.
Yeah.
So I'm here with Kidpunk. Obviously, you are local lads. My first question is, have you been to Rise before the night out?
Pretty much.
Great, brilliant. Every weekend, brilliant. I've been a couple of times myself, and with that like in your head, how does it feel to be part of the first ever Rise Festival? And to be, you were meant to open the stage, obviously it got pushed back, but how does it feel to kind of still open the stage and be part of that opening for Rise?
It's an honour to be able to do it.
Honour.
Really, like, especially since like we're all relatively local, like we don't live far outside the city centre at all, and there's not been any like kind of festival for like this kind of music. Like,
Oh, it's full of goths.
like
Full of
just
emo.
like there's nothing in the northeast in general. So like for the people who run Rise to put this on and have us as part of it, it's fantastic.
So you won Battle Advance, Road to Rise. Can you tell me a bit about that process and what it was like?
Well, what did we do? It was like freestyle. I think there was freestyle. Yeah, so
So I think on like the Facebook thing, so you had to win through that first. It was between 4 bands each, and then the winners of them went on to go into the live final.
Awesome.
So we
Was that at Rise or was it?
it was at.
Was that the Hobby Uni? I don't know what that's called.
Oh, Newcastle.
So yeah, just kind of was like we did the Facebook thing, we won that, and then did the gig, and we won that as well.
Thanks to our beautiful fans.
Thanks.
Because I'm falling